Here we go. Straight off of the back of what was a truly magnificent live stream. Yes guys, welcome back to the George Benson football channel. Welcome to another video. 6 things that we learned from Chelsea 2, Manchester City 1. It is currently 5:12 in the morning. So I'm a little bit knackered. I've not slept and I'm staying awake to edit this, get this up for you guys straight away. So if you're not yet subscribed to the George Benson football channel, this is the place where we talk all things Chelsea pretty much every single day of the week. And today we celebrate yet another brilliant Frank Lampard victory. It's another win against one of the top teams, and it also gives Liverpool the Premier League title. So congratulations to Liverpool. We may or may not talk about that a little bit later on in this video, but first things first, hit the like button for another huge Chelsea win. It's 2-1, and it was a game where, it's obviously a game of two halves, it's football, it's the most cliche phrase there is, but it was a game where both halves had two halves within the half, if you know what I mean. We're going to go into more detail now, but box number 1, we have got to give it to the man who came on against Aston Villa, immediately changed the game for Chelsea. He's the most direct player currently in this Chelsea team. It's Captain America, Christian Pulisic. Absolutely fantastic again. Every time he gets the ball, he's looking to drive forward. When Manchester City made those mistakes in the middle of the park, the man that I wanted to capitalise was Pulisic. He's the man with the pace. We knew if you've got Olivier Giroud on the halfway line and you're asking him to sprint forwards, you might be better off hoping that a bird beats him to it. You know, as much as I love Olivier, he's not the quickest geezer of them all. Christian Pulisic was the man on the end of it. He burst past, and then the composure to caress with the inside of his right foot into the bottom corner to give Chelsea the lead. I thought Christian Pulisic was absolutely fantastic today. It looks to me as if the man has got a lot stronger. It looks as if he's bulked up a little bit as well, which in the early stages of his Chelsea career in the Premier League, I thought he looked a little bit lightweight. I thought at times he got muscled off the ball too easily. Christian Pulisic was very good, and the composure. I mention the word composure because it was key. It's not easy when you're that close to the goal, one-on-one, when the pressure's on, whether there's fans in the stadium or not. It's never an easy finish. And the way that he bent that in that bottom corner was absolutely fantastic. Pulisic knows that with the players that Chelsea have coming in, with the players that Chelsea are linked with, his position in the team, as well as everyone else's around him, is going to be up for grabs next season. There's going to be heavy competition. Pulisic was assigned in this season. He's got 2 goals upon the Premier League restart's return. Before the Premier League even ended, I said that Christian Pulisic has had a very good debut season for Chelsea, and yet again, I think he was the man of the match today. I thought he was absolutely fantastic. Moving into box number 2, and again, I said this before the Premier League came back, Andreas Christensen was our best centre-half in the games leading up to the coronavirus, and since the football has come back, Andreas Christensen was in that side today, and I thought he was absolutely fantastic. I was a little bit worried. Let me just take a swig of water. I've been talking for 2.5 flipping hours. I was a little bit worried when Benjamin Mendy whipped in a shot and it seemed to knock out Andreas Christensen. It was a bit of a whopper coming from Bendy's foot, to be honest. Christensen was knocked out, but the man got back up again. He wanted to be on the pitch. And again, something in the past that I've thought with Christensen is that he's been a little bit soft. And even though, obviously with head injuries, it's a very serious thing in football, he wanted to get straight back out there, and I think that Christensen today led the line very well. He made very few, if any, mistakes, and I think yet again, he's showing his passing and he was showing his composure whilst on the ball. I think Christensen was absolutely brilliant. In terms of the centre-backs right now at Chelsea, it is a topic that comes up for discussion. We know that Chelsea are probably being linked with world-class centre-backs to come in and lead the back line, but today they did very well, and despite Rudiger, who's not getting a box today, I thought he might have got sent off for the foul on Kevin De Bruyne. It was very late, it wasn't intentional, but Christensen, again, I think he just showed today that he does have that ability, he does have that class. He's Chelsea's number 1 centre-back right now. Moving in to box number 3. I gave this man a box at the game against Aston Villa, and I'm giving him one again for the very same reasons. Mason Mount's defensive work rate today was absolutely fantastic. When Chelsea didn't have the ball, he was always tenacious, trying to get to the legs of the Manchester City players to win it back. He made some big clearances in his own half as well. And it's the kind of game that you don't really see very often from Mason, because the majority of the time, Chelsea's side under Frank Lampard are dominating possession. Pep Guardiola's City came, Chelsea didn't have a chance to dominate possession, so Mason had a bit of a different role, and I think he did very well. When we were going forward, yet again, he was putting the Manchester City defence and the goalkeeper under pressure. They like to play it out the back from the keeper. Mason Mount made it very difficult, and yet again, it's that kind of press that forces the mistakes out of the Man City players to create opportunities for Chelsea. Box number 4. This man's just signed a new deal. He signed an extension, as did Pedro, who came off the bench, but Pedro's on his way to Roma. Thank you for everything, Pedro. I hope to see you in a blue shirt a few more times before the season is done. I would love to see Willian sign a new contract, and it's not always because of what he does on the pitch. I know that a lot of people might disagree with me, that he might not deserve a new contract, but Willian's that kind of player where if you look at when Chelsea win big matches and you look at when Chelsea perform very well against big teams, Willian can often come up with a goal, and today the man came up with a winner. He scored both away at Spurs in a big win there, and the penalty today was emphatic from Willian. It was absolutely brilliant. The way he bent that into the top corner, it was beautiful. And I think that what we saw in the second half from Willian again was that boundless energy. And at times in the second half, I thought City are overrunning us again. I think that we're going to end up conceding a couple here, considering Kevin De Bruyne's wonder free kick got them back into the game. Willian's energy is always something you can rely upon. And you come at the end of the game and you see Pulisic coming off. He did an incredible shift, man of the match. Willian's still out there, giving it absolutely everything, running up and down. Yes, the final delivery isn't always good. We know that. That's Willian's part of his game. It's a staple from these day and age from Willian. But he scored that penalty, won Chelsea the game, and I think he deserved a green box today. Box number 5, I want to give credit to Marcos Alonso and Azpilicueta in this box. I think that I didn't actually expect either of them to play in the positions they were in. I actually predicted Chelsea going with a back 3, with Marcos Alonso in a wing-back role, and I didn't think Azpilicueta would be playing right-back. I thought that Reece James would be on the right and Azpi maybe in a centre-half position. Azpilicueta at right-back today was absolutely fantastic again. He's made a huge statement since the footballer's returned. Reece James can't get in the side right now. He didn't start against Villa, didn't start against City, and he was absolutely brilliant in this game. Azpilicueta again, I thought defensively he was fantastic. City have got so many good attacking players going forward. Marcos Alonso at left back, it's always something that fills me with fear. I wasn't sure that it was the right decision, but Marcos Alonso vindicated it again. And whether or not he's going to be Chelsea's #1 left back next season, it is still to be seen. However, I thought he was fantastic today. To give credit where credit is due, Chelsea were brilliant, and I thought the two fullbacks did a very, very good job against a team who are always going to try and dominate the possession. And man for man, Chelsea competed. They didn't just compete today against City. It was a statement that when we lead into box number 6, I give this a yellow box. And it's not to do with Chelsea's performance. It is congratulations to Liverpool. You are the Premier League champions for now, and enjoy it, because you've been very good this season. You're the champions of Europe. You're the champions of England. But what we saw today, to bring it back to our club, Chelsea, you have seen a Chelsea team again who don't have Timo Werner in the starting 11. They don't have Hakim Ziyech. We don't have the other players that we will be buying this summer to invest in this squad for the future under Frank Lampard. The project that we are building means Liverpool. That you may be the champions now, but we're coming for you. We know what it is that we need. Super Frankie Lampard, there's a song. He knows exactly what we need. Whether it's Tamori at the back or not, we're going to find out that later on. But Chelsea are coming. And I think that this kind of performance again, we saw that we won the game against Villa, we dominated the match, we may have deserved to score more, or we wanted to score more, but we didn't, but we won it anyway. We've beaten Manchester City. They were the Premier League champions. They've scored 8, conceded 0 before coming to the Stamford Bridge today. Chelsea beat them again, and even though they dominated large spells of the game, they dominated possession, we're seeing the grit and the way that Frank Lampard's Chelsea can dig in and beat opponents when we've necessarily got our backs against the wall, which is a brilliant thing for any team. There is fight, heart and passion in this Chelsea team, and players that are going to fight for the shirt till the very end. So that is where I want to wrap up this video today. Liverpool might be the Premier League champions now. It may be something that we won't hear the end of. I've actually got my mate Reece. He's my best pal and he's video calling me right now, but I've got to get this video done for you guys. smack the like rating on this video today. Let's see if we hit 10,000 likes for the win against Villa. If we can hit 10,000 likes again, I don't know what I'll do, but you guys are flipping heroes. And I might even just go and get a flipping puppy and call it Lampard. I'm not even joking, by the way. I'm in Bali and dogs need adopting right now because the island's empty. So I'll think about it. Super Frank, I'm flipping tired. It's 5:22. I love you lot. Subscribe. Love you. Bye.